And then the dog starts barking. That is absolutely wonderful.
Bark,
Bark, bark, bark.
That's always
bark,
how it
bark.
goes.
All right, we are on.
Thank you very much, you fine folks, for being patient with me for the past half hour for solving my technical problems. Welcome to this evening's shenanigans of Dungeons and Dragons and maybe dinosaurs, um, where maybe
Dinosaur.
we'll get some dinosaurs tonight.
No
Find out.
joke.
Right now, dinosaurs are a joke, but that's okay because we love them anyway. I believe tonight's session will be recapped by one Jason, if I'm remembering.
That is correct.
So, my dear Jason, if you would like to take it away.
Just tell us what happened last time while we were in here.
I don't exactly remember what happened last time. All I really remember is that we met this mummy person. And basically, they were showing us the ruins of where they used to live.
And you also got tackled by me and Herg, I should say, and made to not fight a bear, which you were very upset about.
And you helped open a chest.
You did. You got to I forget who standed on whose shoulders, but the chest got opened and we caught some cool potions.
And now we can use them for whatever we want.
Once we figure out what they're for.
Once you can read the labels, which the out of game, because I can't exactly put different languages in without manually changing the items, and that's a pain in my rear. In game, you got no clue. They're swirly and they're pretty.
I like these things.
And then I think we heard some voices and jumped down a couple holes, right?
Yes.
We did go down a bunch of holes.
Sitlali sprinted down first with Herg close on her heels. You two went sprinting into the chamber here, whereupon there was a flash of light as two figures disappeared. And that is where we're picking up. For all intents and purposes, I do not like role-playing other people's characters. So outside of combat, Sitlali and Busey will be standing in a corner, quietly muttering nonsensical words to each other.
Nonsensical words.
And everybody else will get all the roleplay tonight because you're the ones here.
Busey is reading the book.
Exactly. Busey's reading the book, and Sitlali is just reading over his shoulder, and neither of them are really understanding the language at all.
Sounds about right.
It almost sounds like nursery rhymes, but mixed in with words like murder and evil.
I mean, also nursery rhymes.
That doesn't sound like a very good book.
Almost sounds like Dr. Seuss.
Sounds good to me.
I have no idea where everybody else went.
Actually, right now, at least as far as on the map physically goes right now, for you, Herg, they're just a little bit... I put Sitlali and Busey into that room with the two figures that disappeared.
Sitlali, yeah.
Simply because that's the easiest thing for me to do right now, because I am a lazy DM.
Oh, hi, Rob. Thanks for watching.
I don't know you, Rob, but hello.
Welcome
to the shenanigans.
Rob runs Pathfinder campaign one-shot that we've been doing lately, and also is in the Sunday stream with me for the MG Leopards Dungeons & Dragons. Also, they are our friend Stacy's cousin. We like Rob. Rob is cool people.
Very cool. Hi, cool people, Rob.
What's up, Rob? All right.
Oh. I'll say, so, Magda is just also looking around here. Is there anything in here that may need to be inspected, or should she just jump down the hole?
Oh, no. In fact, This room is quite intriguing, especially for you.
Send it
Um,
done.
when you walk into the room, you notice attached to what is now the ceiling, um, in the curved part of the room, there looks to be an upside down altar or a shrine.
Hmm.
Um, it seems very bland, almost nothing standoutish about it, except for an eight-pointed star carved into the face of it that faces the doorway that you came in.
Hmm. And do I recognize this star?
Please make an intelligence religion check for me. This will not be a typical, or actually, I think will it be? Now I can't remember what check is what. This is a bad DM.
How could you?
Religion. Okay, so yeah, just make a religion check for me.
Okay, and just to let you know, I don't know anything about religion.
It's all good. We'll see what you roll. There it is. First roll of the night.
Oh man, this is gonna go great. This is gonna go great.
Oh, this is beautiful.
The mummy
It is.
bursts down from the ceiling, saying, "Ha ha ha! You have fallen into my trap. You will take my place in the coffin." And then we all die. Rocks fall. Everybody dies.
Um, it's a very well drawn star, but you're not
It's weird
terribly
to have a star
familiar.
in here upside down. Okay,
Yeah,
well that's it.
that's. I mean, pretty much. It's the altar itself, even though it's very plain, especially compared to like today's standards for what fancy altars would be like in mystical towers. No, it's pretty plain.
Well, that's why I
It's still
couldn't
very well
recognize it
made.
because it's too plain.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you suspect that it's old, but that's only because a lot of stuff in this place is old. But otherwise, got nothing.
There wasn't really anything else over here. This is just kind of like a mess.
And
I mean, there's a lot of mess, but you could look through that mess if you felt like it.
Sure, I'll look through the mess. Where's my? That's investigation, right?
Yes, please.
What are you guys thinking? Also a one?
Look, if you get two natural ones
Three?
in a row, I might just have to pity you.
Okay, I got 11 and a 3.
All right, and you're poking through, and you do catch a bit of a metallic thunk as you shift one rotted book aside, and um, what fell off of it was a small brass key. And as you're poking through some more, there's a bit of a rustling, and you happen to pull out a very nice. It, it would be a piece of paper, except it looks and feels as though it's made of gold.
ooh,
And looking at it, it looks like it's stamped with arcane runes on it.
Well,
is
that might be something that Sindra would be looking for. I don't know why, but I mean, Megna wouldn't know why either, so.
is it bad if I see a game paused with a turning time clock? Never mind, it fixed
That's my
itself.
bad. I just hit the space bar.
It fixed itself. Everything's fine.
Yes, because I hit the space bar again.
The world paused. And just for
Yeah,
a second.
if that's like that, please let me know because I may have accidentally hit it. All it will do is just prevent you from moving your characters or doing anything.
So I got a key and a piece of gold paper.
A piece of gold paper with runes stamped upon it that seem to glow slightly.
And is there a way for people to read the runes, or is it just like they're just runes?
If you wish to take a minute, you can make an Arcana check and see if you can determine what they are.
keep asking me to do intelligence checks.
Hey, I mean, so far, I mean, apart from the first one, you've been doing just fine.
I think you're the
Although I
only
think
one who knows magic.
without Busey here, yes. And with an 11, you can tell that this is a spell scroll. Um, and once the words are read aloud, the spell will enact, go into effect, and then they will vanish off of the page, rendering it pretty much useless. You can't tell what spell it is, primarily because it seems like it's more of an arcane nature, whereas the magic you dabble in is more divine based.
Okay.
But otherwise, something like this, pretty rare, pretty valuable find. Not least of which because it's stamped on gold.
And I found a key.
Fuck the scroll, I found a key.
I found a key. And a scroll that I can't read. I'll put that in my pocket.
Herg would like to open up this door that's down here that he's in front of, after determining that they can't chase after people, and take a look in this room.
The glowy room, I assume you see the glowy bits to it, yes.
Oh, it is kind of glowy, isn't it? I didn't notice that at first. I thought my
Please tell
eyes
me-
were just fucking with me.
Yeah. Hopefully it's pulsing too.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely pulsing.
All right, good. I just wanted to make sure that that's working correctly. This pleases me.
I'm afraid. Should I have not opened this door? I'm gonna close this door. No, I already opened it. It's too late.
You've opened a portal to another dimension, and the world blows up.
And that's where Magda goes. All right, cool.
All right. Now, even just peeking into this room, it is dimly lit by this just very faint pulsing magic, which is coming off of a series of interconnected runes all around this chamber. You can see up on what is
Hold
now
up.
the ceiling.
Everybody,
What'd you say, Jason Love?
where is everybody?
Oh, they jumped down the
Uh,
hole.
You see the spot where it says level 4? There you go. Where was I? Oh yeah. What is up on the now ceiling? There are inscriptions that seem to swirl inward on themselves, and they converge around a large golden disc that is 5 feet across.
Hey, Magda.
Oh, yes. What's going on?
I found things I should probably not touch. And if she has jumped down the hole, he's gonna like move aside so that she can look at the weird glowy room. He doesn't really want to go in there yet until he knows it's safe.
Pulsing.
Go in there.
And you're staring in awe at those arcane runes in that circle, and especially when Megda pops her head in, you notice that in the far corner, in that square specifically, I don't have anything actually there because, well, I forgot. But they're standing up on the ceiling, upside down.
What?
There seems to be a figure.
See it though.
Looks like a human wizard. In fact, it looks like the same human wizard that was those statues at the door, a couple levels up.
Spike wants to know if he can see it from where he was at.
From right there? Oh, yes. Yeah, all three of you can see it.
Oh, that's freaky, right? Is he like awake or anything?
Where's the statue?
It is, no, it's see-through. In fact, you see the eyes move, and they just kind of follow you
Oh,
as you're peeking in.
it's like, hi.
No response.
If Herg had a shoe, he would take it off and throw it into the room, but he doesn't.
Why doesn't he have his shoes?
He's a fucking orc. Who needs shoes?
He had a shoe that he threw at the snake the other day.
Did I have a shoe?
You had a
I was
shoe.
pretty sure you threw a shoe at the snake. Yes.
Okay. All right, I got a shoe. I take off my shoe and throw the shoe into the room and see what happens.
Don't throw a shoe in the room.
I throw the shoe in the room.
It plops a couple feet in. Nothing happens.
I think it's safe.
Can I detect evil and good?
If you wish to cast the spell, you certainly can. Using a spell slot, or
I think
Actually-
I have to.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's ritual.
Why do I have? Oh. Interesting. I get to place where I want it to go. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh.
It's an aura within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Normally,
from
yes,
30
you would
feet.
be able to place the. Holy shit, that's big. Normally, you would be able to place that, but just given that it's an aura coming off of you, it's unnecessary. But it's all good. Let's see. You know if there's any aberration, celestial, or elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. You know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that has been magically consecrated or desecrated. All right.
All of the
And-
above.
I won't tell us much of anything, but
Coming from the room ahead of you, nothing. Coming from the door behind you, you do sense the presence of an undead. And you know specifically that it's about 5-10 feet on the other side of that wooden door behind Herc.
right, so I'm gonna kind of whisper quietly, Herg, I'm not really sensing any necessarily good or evil intent or anything from the room we're looking in, but there seems to be something behind you in that door, so I'm not sure if we should go in there.
Ferg slowly turns around to look at the aforementioned door and would like to place his ear upon it to see what he can hear.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Dice. Oh, that's right.
Dice are nice.
Click my person.
Hopefully they're nice to you.
Why can't I select my person? There. Okay.
Do you
checks.
have the selection
Nope.
tool?
Skills. There we go. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good now. Perception. No. Oh, well, maybe.
13. Pretty good roll. You put your ear up to the door and you're listening intently. You think you can hear just a faint whispering. You wouldn't have known it was there unless you were intently listening like you are now, but nothing else though.
Whatever it is, it's whispering. Maybe it's like the mummy, and it's a nice person. Can your spell thingy tell if it's an evil
First
undead?
of all, we don't really know if that mummy is nice.
That's true. That is accurate. Spike. You are right. But can your detecty thingy tell if whatever undead is behind this door is evil, or does it just know that it's undead?
You know, it's ironic that that spell is titled that, and yet it doesn't actually allow you to detect if they're good or evil or not.
I was just thinking that. It's really not too helpful. Now, if I kind of walk over this way, do I sense anything different, or are we still only sensing the one creature in here?
Just the one in there.
Okay.
Well, Herg's gonna first off, without trying to open the door where we know there's an undead thing, go to get his shoe back.
All right, you walk in, and immediately, the figure standing upside down in the corner starts talking,
Huh?
and it sounds like gibberish. Comparatively, it would be like if you were to walk into a room and someone just started talking Latin at you. It's kind of the comparison.
Can
And
I?
he goes on for a minute.
I pick up my shoe and I put it back on, keeping my eyes on the see-through man. And is it like a different language or is it just gibberish?
No, it sounds like a legit language.
Okay.
In fact, it sounds a bit like the language from the book that Busey's been reading and has undoubtedly said a few words aloud.
So it sounds like a bastardization of Common and Elvish together, right?
No, it's Elvish and, hold on, Loros of the Netherese Empire.
Close. The language itself is called Loros.
Ah.
But it sounds like a funky combo of Elvish and Draconic.
Oh. I don't think Herg knows Elvish. I can't remember, but I don't think Herg knows Elvish, and I don't know where to look for it to find out. I know.
Attributes.
Oh, look in my handy dandy app.
Attributes under language. Does anything make any sense to Magda? She knows Elvish, though she doesn't know Dragon.
Language. Common, Dwarvish, Orc. Nope, I don't know this. What does Spike know? Spike only knows Common and Orc.
No, not really.
You're speaking too fast, and I do not understand you. I am very sorry, he says to the figure.
After about 30 seconds, stops talking, nods, and just poof, vanishes.
Okay. Can I do an Arcana check on the stuff around me?
Yeah, sure.
With my -1 intellect.
I was hoping for that 0.
Almost. You almost got it.
The world goes black.
As the world falls down.
I mean, there's a lot of runes. They're glowing. You can tell that this room is magical in some form. You don't know where that light is coming from. It seems to be coming off of the runes, but at the same time, it's not. It's almost like there's this invisible source of light in the middle of the air that's just kind of gently pulsing, but whether it's created by the runes or it's a different effect entirely, and what the runes are for, and combo with that disc, and you're getting a headache.
I touch the disc.
You jump up and you poke the disc, and nothing. Feels like metal. Feels like gold.
Can I pick the disc up?
Nope. Looks bolted to the ceiling.
I make a strength check to try to rip it out of the ceiling. That's the one thing
you can if you wish.
I'm sort of good at.
Is it the floor ceiling or the ceiling floor?
Ceiling floor.
Wait. Hold on.
Is it up or down?
It is currently up.
Okay.
I'm stupidly good at that shit.
And with that 19, you leap and grab and trying to yank down, and you're kind of hanging in the air, trying to yank it, and
I do pull-ups. Busey gets angry.
Yeah, you can do some pull-ups real well on this thing.
Herc, what are you doing? Now is not the time to be fooling around.
I'm just getting hyped up in case the undead in the other room is evil. Okay, I let go. I flop down on the ground again. Spike, do you want to give it a shot? To get the disc off the ceiling floor ceiling?
What?
There's a giant glowing golden disc on the ceiling. Do you want to try and get it off the ceiling? I already tried.
Sure, why the heck not?
Awesome.
Ah, boys.
I mean, I don't know what else to do.
It's roll strength.
Athletics? Question mark?
You rolled it. I'll let him.
So I have to use strength.
Athletics check, pretty please. And much the same, Spike leaps up, grabs it, and he's like almost trying to plant his feet on the ceiling and yank, and it's you get the feeling that it might not be purely physically bolted, but there might be magic involved keeping it there.
Okay, there's definitely some keeping that up there, but it's not exactly stuck in the way we would expect it to be.
Oh, is it magic stuck?
Pretty much.
Okay. I poked the runes on the wall.
Yeah, nothing seems to happen. You poke them. Feels like you're poking stone. Most of the runes actually they feel like they were engraved in the wall.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So this is probably a place of uh, more permanent magic where experimentations are done or possibly like long term studies and such.
Should All right. I don't know anything about this magicy stuff. Should we open the door and see if the undead is evil?
Sure.
I mean, if you think
I'm
that's the best
alright
course of action, I guess we
with
could.
zombies.
I mean, we've got to find it. We've got to find something that can help with Syndra. So, Syndra, right? Yes.
Hmm.
Good.
Yep.
Uh,
Yes.
so we've got to. I mean, we can't leave any stone unturned. We should probably try. Worst comes to worst, we can slam the door and run away.
Well, I think that might be our only option as well. I'm taking a peek in this room where with Boo Boo and Sitlali,
So,
and I'm
well,
not seeing any other way to go down unless the stairs here is not all covered in stone like all the other ones.
No, that stairway does seem pretty filled, but this,
Okay.
at least looking at the stairway, it doesn't look like it continues down. It seems like you guys might actually be on the top floor. Um, and peeking into that room, it looks like this is where whoever may have owned this tower um, took their meals.
Hmm.
You do see an overturned table. In fact, there's a couple of like petrified bones that are underneath some plate-like debris, and you do see a few books kind of scattered throughout that whoever owned this was probably reading during their meal times.
Well, I guess that would be our only option is to go that way. So
all
I
right
guess
then.
whenever we're ready.
Brother, before we open this door, please do not try to attack it right away unless it tries to attack us. Okay?
Alright, I know what you've told me before, so I'm gonna try to be at least a little more sensible.
All right. And if it attacks us first, you can go all out. I promise I will not argue. Okay?
Now I'll be swinging my sword like Cloud.
Sweet. I don't know who that is, but I assume it's somebody that you saw swinging a sword. I will now. I have my glaive at the not my glaive, my halberd at the ready, in one hand, and I'm going to reach out with the other and open the door.
And you open the door. Well, sort of, because it is like 4 feet, and you have to kind of reach up a bit to get to the door handle. But peeking in, it looks like a bed chamber. You can see the bed kind of trashed, lying on the ground now. An upside down bookcase, and they're kind of strewn all over the place. You see a body propped up against the bed that honestly it looks like whoever this was died with their nightgown on. It's an otherwise crumbling skeleton. You do see a cracked mirror on the far wall that seems like it was curved and merged very seamlessly with the wall itself, um, which means it's still intact. Otherwise, you don't see anything.
Excuse me, we don't mean to intrude, but we know that there's somebody in here. Can we talk to you without dying?
That answer better be yes.
Calm down, brother. I told you, if it tries to kill us, then you can go all out. If it doesn't, we're just
Megda
gonna talk.
also
I know,
says
but that
basically what
doesn't mean
Herc
I'm
said,
not gonna be
but in
interrogated.
Elvish.
And you guys kind of call out, and you hear some whispering in the background that seems to intensify a little bit, but otherwise no response.
Yeah, I'm starting to get creeped out.
Um, we know it's kind of rude to bust into somebody's bedchamber and all, but we're here trying to help a lady find a cure for a really bad disease, and if there's anything in this room that could help, we would love to do that. I mean, I forget, is Syndra non-binary, male or female? I forget.
Oh no, female.
Good. Okay, cool. Uh, and we'd like to come in and look at that bookcase if it's okay with you. If it's not, please give us a sign.
And Magda kind of translates that in Elvish, hoping that maybe they sort of understand.
Probably sounds like somebody speaking kindergarten to an academic.
Mm, you guys say all that, but apart from just like this feeling that you're being watched, and you can feel the arms on your hairs and neck raise, you get nothing.
Okay, well, you didn't throw something at us, so I'm assuming it would be okay if we came inside. So I am going to do that now. Please don't kill me. And Her's gonna step inside.
All right, please make a dexterity saving throw as you hop over the small lip that is the door frame.
How come no, we didn't need to make one for any other times we entered rooms? I'm doing it.
Also,
Save.
I'm
That.
surprised you didn't throw a shoe.
That's true. I forgot.
With a 10, you hop over and you land and immediately stumble because you did not land on anything solid. And your mind couldn't quite comprehend the fact that you were floating for a second. And you twitch, lose your balance, and you slam down face first. And you start to look up, and you're almost face to face with the body of the skeleton. And
Oh,
just
hi.
slowly out of it, this ghostly head just keeps rising. And it looks desiccated.
Oh dear.
And you can just feel the malevolence, and it rises up fully as it's looking down at you, and then it just lunges.
Not friendly, not friendly!
I will need everybody to roll initiative, please,
Oh
as I
no,
start
they hurt
a combat
right
encounter.
there.
Did he like land on the bed? Is what it sounds like. Did he land on the bed?
I landed on the floor.
Not quite. No, landed on the floor right in front of the doorway.
Okay.
The wizard's body is. I don't know if you guys can see that now. Moving token, right there.
I have to
I'm just
roll
gonna move over
initiative.
here for a second so I can see.
Yes, I see it. You gotta
Alright.
stay back
I have
there.
to roll initiative.
Yeah, you also have to stay back there because this was all happening simultaneously, so you can't just jump into the room. You gotta wait for your turn, Lovey.
I just wanted to see what was going on. Because all I could imagine, because you
Oh
were
my
like,
God.
he's in the bed, and you know the body's in the bed, and then you're like, fell on something soft, and I'm like, did he jump on the bed?
No, it's
something soft.
That's what the first thing that came to my mind.
you know,
So I was like, wait,
to
what?
get a little bit more descriptive about what you landed on, Herg, you landed and like you looked down because you felt higher up than the floor. But when you looked down, you couldn't see what you were standing on. And that kind of caused your brain to go a little haywire, and that's when you lost your balance and fell.
So I can't see what I'm standing on. Is it like open
Now that
void?
what you're kind of draped over, like you look at your leg really quick as you're trying to stand up, and it's like floating in the air, but it feels solid.
So I am on something invisible or I am floating.
Yes.
It's up for you to determine. Anyway,
Awesome.
I think you need to roll in the initiative chat, dear Hug.
I did.
Oh, why is it?
Oh, I didn't have my person selected because I moved Jason back. We try that again.
So first,
Woohoo! Does the specter get an opportunity attack on me though because I'm prone?
No, I won't be that cruel.
No, because it just
Um,
came out of a skull. It needs to stand up first.
Damn it. That didn't do what I thought it would.
Not friendly, not friendly!
Alright, I'm gonna have to re-update the initiatives because for whatever reason, I could see the roll in the chat, but the tracker was not updating. So I'm gonna re-roll everyone really quick, and then I will manually edit stuff.
Okie dokie.
I still have to roll.
No, you're good.
Okay, just making sure.
That's more dice than there are participants. Oh my god.
Dun dun dun.
Why?
I
Not a
was
lot of
wondering what was happening because I was like, wait a minute.
It's rolling
Yeah, what?
for.
I don't know what's going on with you, Aaron, but for whatever reason, it's not updating it for me. For you.
Okay. I love you too, Patrick. Would you like a gummy? Okay.
Is there a reason why there's little arrows like all around the characters?
I don't see any arrows.
What do you mean?
Oh, okay, cool.
I don't see any errors.
Oh, that's my mouse baby. That's not the arrows that Aunt Kathy's talking about. All right, pick one gummy. Pineapple. Oh, yeah, there is a pineapple. Hold on, let me find it for you. There it is. Okay, the hamburger it is.
Oh, okay. You have them targeted.
Okay.
That's what that means, Kat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you double right click them, I think it should make the arrows go away.
I like how Ghost Boy is glowing just like that thing in the other room was.
Yeah. And he moves. It's one of my
Okay.
animated tokens.
Now I can't
yeah,
get rid of. There we go.
Shit's still being weird for me.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go ahead and apologize because I don't know, but your initial roll, Herg, I think was a 19.
That is correct.
So we're just gonna have to keep track of that in our heads
Sounds good.
because I don't know what the hell's going on.
Me either.
But we're gonna start off combat with Busey, who's just standing there reading his book.
And he has no idea anything bad has happened yet.
Precisely. No. Oh, well, let me update now. Nope, still won't. Okay. Herg, you're up.
All right. So this thing, you said I could obviously feel its malicious intent, and call out to my old guild. And it is lunging at me, correct?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Then Herg is definitely 100% going to use his movement to stand upright. Yes?
Yes, takes half your movement.
Takes half my movement to stand upright. Take one step to the left, or his left, everybody else is right, and he's still in combat with the Spectre if he steps there without disengaging or anything like that, so that's good. And he's gonna attempt to attack it, probably not very well since it's not a magical fucking halberd. Yeah.
And we lost Cat, and not just in Discord.
Oh no, everything went down for them. That's not good.
Technology, guys. Isn't it great?
Fuck technology.
Absolutely not.
I miss the days of in-person D&D.
Yeah. Eventually. I'm working on a table.
Someday.
Well, it's cool. I'm gonna keep going. It'll probably take her a minute to come back.
Well, she's back in Discord at least, so.
Hooray!
I
Keep
don't
going.
know what happened. Everything went by.
What even happened?
Okay, I select the thing I want to attack. I go to inventory. I click on halberd. It attacks. Oh, I forgot. Could I rage as a bonus action? I forgot.
You most certainly can.
I rage as a bonus action and then I attack.
All right, and a 22 definitely hits. And you swing your halberd, glaive?
Halberd.
In, and you can feel some resistance as it carves into the mostly insubstantial figure of this ghost or specter. You feel it bite, but it kind of swishes through almost harmlessly. But you can tell that this had at least some effect because the thing proceeded to start screaming at you.
My brother's in rage mode. He can be a monster.
His rage mode is more like because Herg's kind of a scaredy cat. His rage is actually terrified screaming.
Can it be actual anger?
Well, it's a
All
ghost.
right.
Maybe if it was a living opponent. All right, and that will conclude his actions.
All right, Spike, you're up, and you see this ghastly figure that you can kind of see through into the wall and mirror behind it, and it starts lunging at your brother, and you see her just swing his halberd through it, and what are you doing?
I am going to use the great sword.
Are you gonna step into the room so you can reach it first?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That is a gorgeous hit. Holy cow.
Oh, beautiful.
24 to hit and max damage on one of the dice. That is beautiful.
Lovely.
No punches at my brother.
And you step in, you start cleaving through it, and you can feel the resistance, but it's you feel your sword come out almost too quickly, and it clangs on the ground. And you know you hit it. It doesn't seem to have done too much. You do see the edges of this thing start to fray a little bit.
How do you like that? That's what you get for hurting my brother.
Yeah, you can tell that it's starting to take some damage. Anything else for me, Jason? Spike, sorry.
Can I do another attack?
Not yet, sadly.
You don't have that feature yet. When you level up in a couple of levels, you'll get to attack twice.
Alright, well then, I don't really know what I can do.
You might want to move to one side so that Cat can get a hit in. Move to like the left there. Yeah. You still have that movement.
It's your go.
All right, Kat.
It is a giant.
Megdo, what do you got for us?
The night. You can have another one
All
tomorrow.
right, so she's going
That'd be
to,
two.
I guess, come in, and how far do I have to be for this? All right, let's try Hand of Radiance against this guy. Why do I keep having a thingamabobber?
Thingamabobber?
Is it the arrows you're talking about?
It keeps telling me to place a thing down.
Oh, you can always say no to that.
I already put it down.
Which, yeah, it's all good. Unless, if it's something that's coming off of you, we won't need to worry too much about it. It'll mostly be for placeable AoE effects, like if someone casts a fireball, or in your case, I'm trying to think of a spell that would do something like this. Pillar, I forget, is Pillar of Radiance a spell in this in 5e?
I think so.
Not yet.
But something along those lines.
Okay.
Hand of Radiance and like detect good and evil, detect magic, those ones, it's not necessary. But DC 12 con saving throw. And as you can probably see, he fails. So takes 1 point of radiant damage. And this time, when the radiant damage slams into it, it shies back and shrieks painfully loud. And
my
more of
ears.
its form begins to dissipate against the onslaught, but it's still holding together. And Sit Lolly over in the room kind of perks up a little bit. They're not moving yet, though. We'll see if you guys actually need them. Up next is our dear Spectre.
As soon as it touches us, we're all gonna die.
Who turns towards Herg. Because you were the first to disturb its unholy rest. Is it unholy if it's natural? Yeah, it's catnap. There we go. And it just like a cat, very lively and in a flash. It almost disappears and reappears like right in front of you, and lashes at you with one of its spectral hands. And nope, that's oh god, I broke everything.
Oh no.
Fingers
God.
crossed for you, Herg. Does a 14 hit?
I think. No! No, I have a 15 AC. Thanks, sweet Jesus.
Yeah,
Because that would
is
have
a
been
thanks,
bad.
sweet Jesus, indeed, because that would have been very bad.
It would decrease my constitution stat probably as well. Right?
Far worse. Would have decreased your maximum hit points by that amount.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's what he does. I forget. And if it gets 0, then I'm dead.
And it's you start swinging your halberd up, trying to fend it off, and it shies away from the bite of your blade. Even though not magical, it still can do something, and it just kind of drifts back out of reach. All right, because you went already. Top of the next round. Honestly, we're gonna see if you guys actually need them. Herg, you're up.
Alrighty. Herg is going to make another attack. He's gonna swing for defenses. Let's see.
Swing batter.
How come it won't let me click on this dude?
You can't click him. Double right click to target.
There we go.
And that will, especially when we've got multiple targets in combat, that will tell me who you're swinging at.
That's not too bad either.
Oh yeah, 17 definitely does hit, and it's you kind of swing frantically to get the thing to back off, and when it does, it's then at that perfect range. You take your halberd up in two hands and you swing, and you feel it bite in, and it comes out the other side and slams into the bed frame, kind of destroying it a little bit, and the thing just hisses at you in anger, but still alive. Looking pretty rough, but still alive.
Alrighty,
All right.
I will maintain my position, and I will just stay where I am currently, and that's it.
All right, Spike, you're up.
I am going to hit this guy so hard that no matter what kind of phantom this thing is, it'll die.
Okay.
Again.
You might just fucking do that. God damn.
What the hell? Jason.
It's all the pent-up rage. It's all of the pent-up rage of not being able to fight a bear last time or a mummy. It's all being taken out on this specter.
Right?
Without even having rage.
It's cool.
Like, holy cow. And shit, you are laying into this thing, and it's like, its attention is not on you whatsoever, and so you're just cleaving through it. Like, oh my god. And it is not looking terribly healthy. Like, at all.
It's dead. Did it ever look healthy?
It is, well, nah. Anything else for me, Spike?
I don't exactly know.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just pass it to the next turn.
All right, Magda, what do you got?
We'll try again. We'll see how this goes.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, well, let's. All right, comes down to this. Will it pass the saving throw?
Dun, 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 dun.
Answer is yes, it will.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
Should I hit it with my mace?
And it's you call out your holy word again, and light erupts. But this thing is already trying to get as far away from Spike as it can, that it's already out of reach of the light erupting out of you. Um, and it is sadly unaffected by the spell this go around.
It is not blinded by the light.
It almost was. Jesus.
Blinded by
Right.
the light.
Anything else for me, Magda?
Um, let me check real quickly here. Let's see. I'm gonna check something real quickly here. Also, there we go. That was weird. All right, let's see here. Do. No, that's probably be a waste. Nope, I'm okay.
All right. Starting to hear the sounds of combat, so Lolly's just going to come investigate, but I'm not going to roleplay other people's characters because it'd be awkward. On to our dear Spectre then, who just continues right towards you, Herg. Even though Spike's been the one seriously dishing it out, it is fixated on you for having disturbed its rest. All right. Once more onto the breach.
I'm gonna die. 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 Fuck yeah. I'm
19 to
gonna die.
hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, you take 7 points of necrotic damage.
Yep.
Which, handy thing, you don't have to actually manually do your points. If you select your token, then over in the chat, if you put your cursor over the damage, 4 little buttons will pop up on the right-hand side. The first one will apply normal damage. Second button will apply half damage.
And the third button? Double damage.
Double, and then fourth button will heal you.
I will heal myself. No. I apply the damage.
You can also, because I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, DC of 10.
DC 10 Constitution throw?
Yes. And fingers crossed, fingers
Oh,
crossed.
thanks, sweet, merciful Jesus.
And this time, when it comes lashing in at you, you can feel some of your life just get pulled out of you. And you just, you see your skin get a little bit grayer, which, I mean, you guys have been in pure darkness anyway, so you guys have been seeing black and white anyway, so that doesn't help. But it just, you get a little cold. And
I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Death, it just draws in a little bit closer to you. But you fend it off for the most part. And let me just make sure this guy doesn't heal from that. And no, it does not. Okay. That's its turn. And back to the top of the round with Herg.
I am going to lash out in another fit of rage and pain. And
do it. Do it. Do it.
And oh.
And this time it's just you after that thing's hand just slipped into you and pulled something out, you can barely keep a hold on your halberd, and you swing, but it's jittery and off balance, and it doesn't have the same force behind it that it normally does, and your strike just goes wide, destroying more of its bed in the process, but goes wide of the specter itself.
All right, I yell in terror rage to my brother, Spike, kill it! Don't let it touch me again! It really hurt!
That is the final straw.
Spike, you're up.
I am going to kick this thing's ass.
Darling,
Murder
don't
it.
say the A word. Say the B word.
Sorry, I felt like I actually had to that time.
I mean, it is character appropriate, but you are under 13, so keep the A until you're over 13.
I am going to kick his buttocks.
Very good.
Yet that sounds less cool.
I don't know. I kind of liked that one more, if I'm going to be honest with you. Oh, yes, you are going to kick its buttocks.
And it's floating in towards your brother once more, Spike, ready to suck the life out of him. And you see it beginning to loom over Herg, who's unable to fend it off, and you bring your blade down and just neatly bisect it. And as it's your sword's cutting through, it's coming apart at the seams, and it just vanishes into a incorporeal mist as your blade slices it in half, and it just vanishes wordlessly.
My eyes are glowing red with power.
What? Okay.
The specter is dead.
Again?
Again. And it just vanishes as it rises, and poof, it's gone.
I do a ghost check to know if it's gonna come back.
You can do either a nature or arcana check for me, pretty
Yes.
please.
I think I'm better at nature than arcana. Let's try that. Nature, yeah, I'm proficient with that.
Nice.
There you go. You know that, especially given that this was a specter, by the lack of ectoplasm around, the fact that there was a body here,
I know
it's
all
not a
about
traditional
ghosts.
ghost. Yeah, it's kind of why I'm ranting now. It's not a traditional ghost, but neither is it a banshee, mostly because banshees are elven, usually, not human. Most, oh my god, what is the traditional word? Ectoplasmic formations, like all of these entities. There we go. That is the word I was looking for.
I am Ghostbusters.
Such as this, they tend to stick around because there is some unfulfilled objective in some form, and they will vanish in one of numerous ways. Either if that objective is fulfilled, the body is destroyed, the entity itself is destroyed, things are consecrated, various ways. But all of them, especially when you can destroy the spirit, that tends to be a little permanent, especially for this kind. So yeah, he ain't coming back, especially from that mortal blow.
Excellent.
Die.
Alright, I think we're cool. Do I still feel like we're being watched?
No. In fact, the air seems to have just gotten a little bit lighter.
I search the room, including body and bookcase.
Make an investigation check for me.
My character is slowly calming down.
Should have made him the barbarian. Meg, can you help me Meg and Spike, can you help me investigate this room?
Yes.
Nope.
Oh, I don't Bucky need help, I guess.
Nope.
Yeah, it's you immediately start looking around. The other two are just kind of standing there. Spike's just standing there, like chest heaving like bellows, and he's just staring at where the ghost used to be, which means he's staring right at you with this intent of murder on his face. But
I am staring at it with the dead and evil eyes.
Aren't you supposed to hate evil?
Oh wait, then I just stare at it with extremely furious eyes.
That's better. I search.
And you're poking around in through here, and it's mostly just a bedroom. Various and sundry things that you would expect. There's a shattered, it looks like what would have been like a crystal lamp that they probably stayed up late at night, hiding under the covers, using this to read, sort of deal. You do find a couple of books that are still reasonably intact, written in the same language as all the other ones that you guys have found throughout the course of this small adventure. And poking back at that space that you had tripped over near the door frame, you poking around that, and it feels like a chest, but you can't see anything. But you can definitely tell because it's clunky, and you knock and it feels wooden, and you can feel the small lock on it.
I would
Ooh,
like.
does it need a brass key?
I would like to give all of the books that I have found to Megda because I don't know how to read this weird elvish stuff that's not really elvish. I have no idea what any of it says. I can only do common and orc and dwarf. So I give all of the books that I find to Megda, and then she can see me feeling around this invisible-ish box thing, something there. I think I found a chest. And I kind of jiggle it. Is it not opening on its own?
Not opening on its own.
And
It's the lock seems pretty solid.
I think it's locked.
Oh, I found this brass key. I don't know if it'll work. And I give him the key.
All right. Since it was invisible, it might have other stuff on it. In case it explodes and you need to heal me and you can't if you're also exploded, you should step into the other room for just a minute. Maybe, possibly. Spike, you should go with her. And then, if I explode, you can come get me.
Okay.
Cool. All right. You go over
My
there.
character's calmed down after the murder of the dead I've done.
I don't think you can murder the dead.
I mean, technically it was a ghost, so it was already dead.
Exactly. What
So
you
we
did
just
was you cleansed the room.
With violence.
You cleansed the room with violence. Good job. All right, no, go.
I'm gonna go and
Okay. All right. I wait until they're in the other room where they can't get hurt if this decides to explode since it's already invisible. It might also be magic. And then I attempt to find the lock with my fingers, insert the key that Magda has given me, and turn the lock.
All right, and it inserts quite easily, almost as if it's made for this. Um, and clicks, lock falls off, and it pops open. You can see that, oh yeah, this was an invisible chest. Still invisible. Even with the lock off and it being opened, it doesn't seem that undid the magic. Um, but you can see the interior of it, and it's strange at first. You open it up, and the inside of the lid, like it's like this strange 2D effect that's still somehow 3D on the
My eyes
outside.
hurt.
Yeah, it is confusing, but
it doesn't explode.
no explosions, no poison darts, no lightning bolts, no fire, no undead, no frogs, um, nothing of that sort.
All right, guys, it's safe.
And looking in, you do find two things, which now that all right, permissions. Give me a second. Hopefully, you can see the
I see
invisible chest
Ooh.
for you to do some looting.
Which one is the loot button again?
Double click on the chest.
And then the diamonds that are next to each item. You should have permissions to loot, right? Herg Sword Steel has a check mark. Yes.
Is it right or left clicking?
Should be left clicking.
There's a ring and an unidentified tome.
There we go. Alrighty. I pick up the ring, but I point at the tome for Megda because Megda's the book lady now.
And you pick up the ring, and it's immediate. Like you're almost filled with disgust because you feel a heartbeat come from the ring.
Oh, what?
You are right there, Herg?
The ring has a heart.
what?
And it's a steady,
Oh God.
like once every 2 seconds. Just a very steady, slow heartbeat.
I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I
And-
like this.
If you take a close look at it, it looks like it has a heartbeat too. It's very thin, but you can tell that there's some form of liquid inside that pulses in time with the heartbeat.
I'm afraid. Magda, look at this for me. I don't want to put on something that's bad.
Do I still have the detect thingy, or that's already out of?
The detect good and evil?
Yeah. How long
No,
does that
that's
last?
10 minutes, and
Oh,
technically it would still be up. It's not been 10 minutes.
Hasn't.
Let me look at the spell again really quick.
I mean, it won't
And
tell me if it's good or evil, but it will.
doesn't tell you anything else either.
Okay.
I mean,
Alright,
nothing that's magically consecrated or desecrated, and you don't sense any of the aforementioned creatures. So,
Okay.
Okie dokie.
I
And can I, like, do I investigate? Do I do Arcana? What would I do to learn about this ring?
well, what would you like to do to try and learn about this ring? You have choices. You could do a general intelligence check. You could do history. You could do Arcana.
I could do history.
Do history then.
I could do history because I would prefer to do like medicine, but that probably doesn't have anything to do with it. But that's the what I do
Actually,
better.
you know what? If you want to do medicine, do medicine.
All right,
we
I
could
will do a
solve
medicine check
mystery.
and
Identify
see
a
if it's
ring by
alive.
history. D and details.
Um,
Woo.
Now, are you holding the ring, or is her holding the ring?
I think he passed it to me, didn't he?
I offered it out for you to look at. If you take the ring, he won't stop you.
I'm just kind of like picking it up gently and like looking at it.
Okay, so you're holding it, and it's very similar to. Oh my god! There we go. Oh god!
Dun dun dun.
There we go. It's like I'm hitting all the buttons and nothing is working suddenly. You pick it up and you're holding it, and your medical background, at least what you have done and gone through, it is as if there is a heartbeat to this thing, and the liquid, obviously liquid movement inside of this semi-hollow ring seems to be in time with that, and it's reminiscent of a cardiovascular system. Um, and focusing a little bit more on the ring, and you feel the pulse change, and it matches your heartbeat while you're holding it, and you feel your heart pulse, your pulse quicken a little bit, and it picks up and quickens as well. And you're not familiar with many items that would be able to have this sort of thing. There's obviously some heavy magic involved here. Precisely what it is, you're not sure.
Is it safe, Magda?
This would, I mean, your best guess, especially given your medical knowledge, this might have something to do with health in some way. But what precisely it does is beyond you at the moment.
Can I determine if it has high blood pressure?
Give it a full physical.
Don't go putting fingers in places they don't belong.
Oh man, no, bad children.
Sorry, I am so sorry. Oh my god.
Good job. Good job.
I mean, do you have high blood pressure?
Okay, so it would match in that way too. Okay, interesting. All right. Well, it seems to mimic the heartbeat of, I'm assuming, who's holding it. I'm not sure if it's a good or bad thing. I would probably recommend not putting it on until we can figure that out.
That's probably a good idea. I'll hold on
I'm
to
not
it
sure
till then.
if Boo Boo knows some magic, he might be able to get a little bit more than me, but I'm not really getting too much information from it.
I think he's really busy reading his book. We might have to ask him when he's done.
That's true. He and Citlali are just kind of really intrigued by that book. They're going to have to give us a summary of it once they're done.
Okay. I'll put it in my pocket for now, but also there was this book, and I don't know if she has permissions yet, but Kat, if you you already took it. Already took it.
Yep.
Terry took it.
Wait.
Already took it. I
Already
put it in my pocket.
Put it in your pocket. What other books did we find?
It actually, just given the, I mean, non-citizens can't read it. They're ostensibly fancy squiggles. Titles you already picked up.
Oh, cool.
It looked like an additional copy of. Oh God, which one was it? God dang it. Another copy of The Magical Wonders of Netheril, and another copy of. Yep, that one. From Shadow's Substance.
Oh, I got an idea, says Herg, and he's gonna try and go into the glowy room.
Okay.
He's gonna try and touch the disc with the ring.
And you touch the disc with the ring, and you reach up, and nothing happens.
Okay, never mind. I don't got an idea. Oh, wait, I do have one more idea. And he's gonna try and go through the mirror that's in the room here.
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier, but I wasn't sure if Megda would think of that.
I mean, we went through a mirror to get here. That's the only reason Herg's thinking of it.
And you walk up to it, you place your hand
Run
on it,
right into
and
the mirror.
it feels solid. You push a little, and it starts to give, but then you feel like you're about to break it.
Oh. Okay. I Arcana check the mirror?
Sure, why not?
With my -1, I'll do an Arcana check. Not a chance.
You don't see, feel, or sense anything magical about the mirror. Very well made mirror. Seems embedded with the wall. Looks like it may have been more for posturing in front of rather than teleporting through, just given the placement of it. But you don't sense any magic from it.
Did Busey have to touch the last one before we could go through it, or were we just able to go through it?
You were just able to go through it.
Okay. Alright, yeah, it's just a mirror, never mind.
Anything else of importance up here, down here, around here, in here, out there, under there, wherever we are?
Say what?
Is there anything else we need to look at? Anything else that
Okay.
catches our eyes?
I think we
I don't know exactly if we're up, down, around, over, around, through. We're at the top of the bottom of the tower.
I think we investigated the room Busey and Sitlali are currently reading in, but I don't remember what the outcome of that was. So you might want to do it again.
There had not been much of note within that chamber where Busey and Sitlali are. Overturned table. There was centuries-old dinner that was scattered around some debris, but not too much else of note.
Alright. And that tower, those stairs are blocked up and don't go anywhere else.
Correct. It's you guys seem to have reached what would have been the top of the tower had this been upright.
Alright. Maybe we should go back up now.
I guess so.
We should ask that mummy about the weird spinning disc thing.
I don't know. We still don't really know if we should trust her.
I mean, that's true, but the worst thing he could tell us is that he doesn't know anything about it, and then we'll know no more than we already did.
I guess, but I'm still really skeptical.
I mean, we did just almost get eaten by a ghost, so that's understandable.
It's possible that the mummy told the ghost to do that.
Quite possible. You are correct.
It's also possible that the mummy may have sent us down here to get something and to fight off the specter in order to bring it back up.
Also
It's either
possible.
that or we're being sent on a suicide mission.
Everything is possible. Did we finish looking at this room before we jumped down the hole to follow the voices? I can't remember.
There's an eight-pointed star in there. It looks real nice, except it's upside down.
Oh. I'm gonna go touch it with this ring. I would like to go touch it with the ring.
And you go in, and you gotta actually hop up a little bit higher than normal, because it looks like this part was deeper. So you gotta reach and then jump as hard as you can, and you manage on your like second try to tap it with the ring, and nothing happens.
Okay, cool, it's fine. Are you coming, Spike?
Do I have to go? Where do I have to go?
You have to go back up the parts that say level, go backwards in the numbers. Go to 4, then 3, then, 2. And you go back up the holes.
And she's gone.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh god, did you go out the door?
No, I'm on the first floor.
Okay.
I didn't go through the mirror yet.
I was gonna say, because I don't think I've managed to fix that one yet.
Well, she was here the last time we saw her, so.
She was there.
Oh crap, that's right. I think I was messing around with the token and forgot to bring it back. That's my bad.
I think
No,
she's
Sonar.
gone.
Sonar is just kind of standing there. You guys have been gone for, what, half
15,
hour?
20 minutes.
Yeah, give or take. Prosperous, yes.
I hope so. We found a something that looks like it might help our friend Sindra. We'll see. Hopefully we found something of use.
We also found a weird floating spinning disc that's made of gold. Do you know what that is?
I am unfamiliar with anything such as that. I apologize.
Okay. Well, we don't know what it did, but it was very magic, and it didn't react to anything we did, so.
Intriguing.
So what'll you do now?
I do not know. My vigil here is at an end. What? I believe that I am now bound by the one who awoke me.
So that would be Boo Boo?
I will follow their wishes.
Okay.
In lieu of Boo Boo not being here, what would the party like a mummy companion?
I mean, I am not opposed to it. Don't know what Spike thinks of it.
Yeah, I still won't trust, but unless if they take violent action, but if they take violent actions on us, then yeah, I am going to immediately Final Fantasy this thing out of existence.
I mean, that's fair. But if they don't, they could be a pretty cool friend, and they know stuff that we don't know, right?
Yeah, I'm starting to reconsider how rude I've been, but I'll only truly reconsider once it's been proven that yes, this mummy does not want to kill us. So you know what? I'll trust it just this once.
That sounds fair.
Should
That is
we
kind of you, young warrior.
should we text Billy and be like, okay, would you want a mummy companion or not? And see what happens.
Yeah, we could try texting him and find out.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
And they'll be like, wait, what?
I don't know if I have Billy's number.
You should make it vague and just be like, do you want a companion or not?
Do you want a mummy to follow you around for the rest of your life?
We'll just be like, do you want a companion or not? And just like, they'll be like, what do you mean companion? Yes or no? Do you want one?
You're doing it right, Caleb.
Just sent the text.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna not specify.
I did not specify. In fact, it's, hey, do you want a companion or nah?
He probably thinks it's going to be the Megalodon.
Which, by the way, that fucking adorable, like, fuzzy bat bird thing. Oh my god.
I want it. I want it so bad.
Ugh. So adorable.
Had something that actually physically existed on the planet fucking hundreds of billions of years ago.
Well, at any rate, we can always retcon things if need be and say, no, Sonar did not come with you. And just say right now, if you guys wish, that Sonar is with you.
Sure, that sounds good. Maybe Boo Boo was too engrossed in the book and he was like, oh yeah, whatever, huh? Yeah, he wasn't paying attention then. We'll ask him later when he's actually here.
Exactly. That's kind of what I was figuring, and that was a pretty good impression.
I can do a southern accent quite well, thank you.
All right, so what's our next step? I
uh,
assume we're leaving.
and Herg is like, is there anything else around in these ruins that you think we should look at before we go?
You're
To the
asking me if I want to look at more stuff?
Oh no, he's talking to the mummy.
Okay.
She doesn't know. She said that she hasn't been down here, so I don't think there would be anything in particular she would
Right, but
have us look for.
she said that there were two other areas that she doesn't think should be unlocked, so I was asking like about them and what's there and all that fun stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, up above.
Yeah, that.
Right? Those are barrows. It would be my preference. Yep. It would be my preference they remain undisturbed.
Oh, yeah, 'cause there might be undead things in there that aren't nice like you, right?
I don't believe so. They should be barrows of my fallen kin.
Oh. Well, there was a specter down there in the top bottom of the tower thing.
Which this mummy is elven, and that body was decidedly human.
Right. But Herc doesn't know if they had any human friends or not. They've never asked.
That's fair.
All right, well, okie dokie. I guess we go out and we be very quiet and hopefully not wake the bear up.
All right. Well, rather than try and get you guys to teleport, because that was an epic fail, I'm just
Oh.
going to activate the map and drag some tokens onto it because I'm lazy.
Sounds good to me.
Et voila. And I'm also going to be even lazier in not bringing Busey and Sitlali because
Hopefully we won't. Hopefully we won't die without them.
you guys did just fine against a Spectre. That was pretty impressive. Granted, Spike there. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
It's that sword. It really does the trick.
Now, probably a thing we should have thought about before we came, out of here. Would it have been better to like rest there? Cause
Too late.
yeah. Oh well.
No, we're
Character.
still open.
It's cool. I've got second wind if I die.
What do you guys wish to do? Do you wish to go back to? I mean, we can retcon and say it didn't walk out, but it's easy enough.
Herg doesn't really want to stay down there in case there's more ghosts.
It's also a little creepy.
Yeah, it's really fucking creepy.
Creaks a little.
It's also underground. You don't know.
There was a
when
nice
it
quiet
dies.
room if you didn't want to hear creaking.
That's true. It was silent as a grave.
Ha 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 ha. Great.
People were dying to go there.
Boo.
No, Boo Boo's still down there.
Badoom. All right. Well, walking out.
Quietly,
You guys
avoiding
very,
a bear.
very quietly. I'm not gonna make it roll this time.
Oh, good.
As you
'cause I
roll an
already
epic
did.
fail. No, this bear is out. It's
It was my
still in
lullaby.
I'm
hibernation.
curious to see how stealthy I would be.
I mean, if you guys want to check the other doors, you would have to roll, but it's up to you.
The mummy said that they were the burial areas of his friends and family. I don't really want to disturb that. I don't want to be a jerk.
In which case, no rolling necessary. You guys are able to tiptoe your way out past a sleeping bear with a mummy in tow.
Hey, what's the name of the mummy again? I don't remember, but Hergwood.
Sonar.
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 Right. Hey, Sonar. Uh, Do you need anything to help you heal from the hitting you took from my brother earlier?
I do not know.
I don't I don't know how we can help facilitate that. Maybe if you just rest for a bit, you'll be cool.
Indeed, let us find out.
Sounds good. Hmm.
Is there anything you need to get before we head out? We don't want you to leave anything behind. Or if you needed to take some time, you said that some of your fallen friends were here. We can, of course, wait a little bit if you'd like.
Oh yeah, that's a good point, Magda. I'm sorry. I was being very insensitive, Sonar.
You know what? Let's do some shenanigans. Someone roll a D100 for me.
Okay.
I'm in the mood for some shenanigans.
Mean.
You get to choose now.
Dun,
I was
What
gonna say,
shenanigan do you want?
I would personally prefer that 75 because that benefits you guys. The 26 would not.
Okay. We'll go with Cat's roll.
Um,
How does that benefit?
sadly, that implodes the universe. Not explodes, implodes the universe. And everything just goes white. And just in bright black lettering, it says game over.
Question mark?
Actually,
And then continue pops up or end game.
hold up, did it actually happen?
No, it's a joke.
Indeed.
Okay, thank God.
In fact, please wait here a minute.
Okay.
And Sonar goes back into the darkness. Disappears for a minute.
Herc would like to inspect the ring that they found while Sonar's doing their thing. Gonna roll a very terrible Arcana check on it.
Please do.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's perfect.
I mean, you're not able to glean much more information than what Megdo is already able to find out by looking at it, but obviously magical in nature because what ring is going to have a pulse, and especially now that you guys are at least decently outside with some natural light, you can tell that it is blood red.
Oh, this is very disturbing.
And it pulses, and it's not completely full. Like, you can tell that it would have been like a hollow glass ring, and it is mostly full with thick, viscous blood. And even like on a like squinting, holding it up to your eye, maybe some chunky bits.
Does it have like a sharp thing on the inside of the ring that if you put it on your hand, it would stab you and take your blood?
No, it's in fact quite smooth.
Okay, cool.
And it's not quite cool to the touch. It feels kind of like body temperature.
This is really
It's
disturbing.
in fact it's almost a little warm, especially out in the air now. It doesn't like give off heat, but it feels very warm to the touch, like it's fresh blood.
Does it feel like it's my body temperature?
Since you're the one holding it,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh gosh.
And in fact, since you're the one holding it and actively holding it, you feel it match to your heartbeat.
Man, I really hope this is just really ancient medical equipment. Maybe that guy had an arrhythmia. Maybe that's why he died.
Because he wasn't wearing his ring.
Yep. That's exactly why no one will convince me otherwise. Wonder how Sonar's doing.
And literally, right as you say that and turn and look, Sonar comes walking out of. We're walking in, out? Honestly, I'm not sure.
Just
Around
coming
it,
into
through.
the out now.
Comes through the portal, the opening in the wall. There we go. And now has strung over their back a quiver. Looks like it's made out of skin in some form. Not human skin or like humanoid skin, like animal skin, but
Oh, okay, cool.
can't quite tell, at least at the moment. And it is sort of shambling but carrying a bow plated in silver. It's very shiny, and you can see 6 arrows poking out of the quiver.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We should get you some clothes, Sonar, so that people don't go like, ah, a mummy, and try to kill you.
Indeed, I would
I have a question.
not like to be attacked immediately.
Yeah, what
Again.
is it, Spike?
Is this session going to end at 10 as usual?
I mean, that's kind of up to the DM.
Considering I am off tomorrow, that's actually more kind of up to you folks.
I don't care about sleep. I do work tomorrow, but I don't care about sleep.
Then 9:30 would be good.
I mean, it's whatever the rest of you guys want. If you're getting sleepy, baby, I'm sure that if it's okay with Kaelith, we can do that.
Yeah, I have no issues. It is primarily going to be up to you folks, unless I have other pressing matters, which I usually don't. I have no problems with whatever you guys want.
What you think, Kat?
I mean, if Jason's sleepy, I mean, if it's up to you guys if you want to continue. I'm cool a little bit later. I do work tomorrow, but I can stay up probably till like 11 or so.
What'd you say, Jason Love?
Not actually sleepy.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll go for as long as somebody's not sleeping.
Okay, then.
Well, I'm always sleepy, so it just.
I just feel like
Yeah,
I might.
I was gonna say like
All right.
You know
Somewhere.
how the Hulk is always angry. I'm just always sleepy.
All right. Then somewhere in the 9:30 to 10ish area.
all
Alright.
right.
That's good.
Okay.
Well, let's take a quick couple-minute break because I do drink a little too much. I also need to get a drink because my mouth's a little parched. So we'll
Okie
take
doke.
a few minutes really quick.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty. Everybody get up, get some refreshments, use the bathroom, have fun with that. While they are gone,
I have to pee.
okay, you do that, baby. While they are doing that, it's time for our reminder about Momo.
Momo time.
Momo time. Momo the asthmatic kitty still needs help. Still only has $95 of their $400 goal raised to help Momo breathe better. Please help Momo the asthmatic kitty. They need to have an operation to help fix their nose and their sinuses so that they can breathe better and won't have to get medication all the time.
Hopefully, you'll still get medication.
Well,
But
it might still
hopefully
get
not as
some
much.
medication, just not the breathing medication as much. But they are a little bit under 9 years old. They enjoy snuggling under blankets with their owner and also assisting them while they work. They are a very good office cat and will wait with you as you make coffee and then jump into the chair next to you to assume the napping position to be your stress relief for the day while you are doing a hard time of work from home in the banking industry. Momo would love nothing more than being able to breathe without wheezing in a truly troubling manner. And they would absolutely adore that. So please go ahead and click on the link below to to go ahead and help Momo. Please save to Momos. We love to Momos. I will link it in chat. Click the link, copy the link, follow the link, save the Momo. We love Momo. In unrelated news, we'll be playing Dragons, also maybe Dungeons this Friday. Just 2 days away from that, if you include today. And we will be playing that at 9 o'clock, but possibly next week or the week after, we may be moving the time to start at 10 o'clock to accommodate some of our people's a little bit more lengthy schedules in the day. So we might be moving our start time to 10 o'clock on Fridays in the very near future. It will be updated on my calendar as soon as I know for sure. And this Sunday, I have been informed that Rob will not be doing their one shot during the day because one of our players will be absent. and we would like to have all of the players present for that, which is perfectly understandable. That's how I like to play too. And we will, however, as far as I know, still be doing MG Leopard stream this Sunday. And this Saturday, we will either be playing Among Us or I will be talking to myself while I play some other RPG game. Or possibly
I'm
talking to.
thinking about Among Us.
Wonderful. Or possibly talking to Kat if they pop on while I am playing random RPG game. We'll figure that out when we figure out how many people feel like playing Among Us this Saturday, if any.
You've already got someone.
I know, I've always got someone. All right. Everybody back?
Nope.
I am.
Okay, we've got a Cat and we've got a Jason. I assume Kalis is still AFK for a few.
I bet they'll come back eventually.
Of course they will. They have to. They're the dungeon master. Oh no, they abandoned us. Whatever will we do? No! We're doomed!
Seriously, I think they will come back in probably like a few minutes.
Are we talking about me?
Yep,
Yes.
we were waiting for you.
Well, I've got perfect timing then, don't I?
Did we hear back from Billy?
Yes. In fact, 2 minutes ago. A companion, as in a pet, or an NPC person?
Ha ha ha.
Trick him.
You should have sent back yes or no.
I agree.
Why don't you just trick him and say it's a pet?
Nah, don't lie. But don't tell him the truth either.
No, I just said yes or no.
Well, I wonder what he's gonna say.
I guess we'll find out eventually. But anywho,
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
not affiliated with the brand or the company, but yes. Anyway, we're all back together now. We've talked about Momo the kitty. And
Save Momo.
saved Momo.
Your life depends on it.
Momo's life depends on it. Anywho.
And yours, so then you could see this adorable kitty stay alive.
Yes. Anywho, I think Herc had just said, "Oh, we need to get you some clothes so that you can not scare people and make them want to go a mummy and kill them."
Yeah, honestly, I feel like not killing you.
Yep.
Sort of a question about what size compared to like everybody else is Sonar. Like, is she like Boo Boo size? Is she like Spike size? Is she bigger, smaller?
She is a very diminutive elven mummy. Probably only about 5'3". Very slight, especially given quite possibly centuries of decay. Um, I mean, probably weighs no more than like 80 pounds soaking wet, and that's still generous. So think like anorexic teenager.
Okay.
Which I know graphic, and I apologize, but best I can think of on the spot.
Well, I was just trying to think if like we had any spare clothes, they would probably not fit. Okay, cool.
Also, he said, "Sure, LOL." Now, do I
Yep.
tell him, or do we just keep it surprise?
This is a surprise.
All right.
If he really wants to know, he can come watch the latest episode. All right. Yeah. So, Herb will donate at least a cloak to the cause. It's technically Meg's cloak that she gave him.
Oh, I think I gave him a blanket. I gave you a blanket.
Do I have
You're
any
right.
extra clothing that I'm wearing? I mean, technically my sweater's extra clothing, but like I'm just trying not to get cold because all I got underneath of it is a black bendy t-shirt.
Yep. It's a is a hand embroidery stitched thing of a weird little blob character. Anyway, don't speak for the owner of the company.
Alright, then it's just a generic black shirt.
Okay. You looks like you only have regular clothes unless Calith wants to say you had something else.
I mean, between the party, you guys can definitely scrounge up enough clothing and or just cloth to wrap a mummy.
Well, then let's just say I bought an extra sweater.
We disguise the mummy.
I like the wrap to the mummy.
Thank you. I worked hard on that.
Alright, so what clothing does the mummy have right now?
Bandages.
Yep.
Alright, then yeah. Let's just say I bought a sweater while we were at that shop, and I'm giving it to the mummy.
Okay, we give the mummy a sweater.
If
Since
anyone's
I
got a
always wear
boo-boo,
the same clothes every day, hashtag cartoon logic.
Herg is going to sacrifice his hat and unstitch the knitted cap from on top of it and put that on the mummy's head. So now he just has the non double-hatted version.
intriguing. I appreciate it.
They need pants.
Okay, I need to start talking like this mummy actually has
Let's
some
just
intelligence.
say that I bought some extra pants as well.
Sure.
As well as even buying some shoes.
Spike dresses this mummy up except for the hat that Herg puts on him.
I hope this does
Fabulous.
not. Indeed, I hope I do not cause undue trouble.
I think it'll be fine, maybe. We'll just say that you're a burn victim.
I was at one point, actually.
That it's not even a lie and we don't have to roll deception, breaking the fourth wall.
Well then, well then, fourth wall breaker. Well then, we've got a winner.
Oh, by the way, do you know who that guy is? And Herg is gonna point at one of the statues.
It was one of my companions. The depiction of them, at least.
What? Who were they?
Well, we saw them down below, when we looked at that big golden disc thing, and they talked in a.
Nope.
I thought you said it looked like the guy on the statue.
The statues that were right outside the door, in the tower.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
that was my bad for not clarifying that further.
Oh,
No,
okay.
these ones in here, decidedly elven. The ones that had been within that tower, human.
Okay, can I
What happened to these companions?
can I retcon it to him saying, do you know anything about the guy who was depicted in the statues down below?
Yeah. Down below. I do not, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. And then Spike asks his question.
What
My
about-
companions?
Yeah, what about these companions? Like, who were they to you? And what happened to them?
They were like a family to me. We were the caretakers of this place. As for what fate befell them, I do not know. I was interred. I believe
Yeah, well,
long
I'm
before they
pretty
were
sure
passed
the
in this
fate
world.
is something bad, and now I even feel bad.
Well, I mean, it could have just been time.
It could have been, but it could have also been something much worse.
Well, you were saying something about being interred. Sorry, we interrupted you.
It is fine. The energy of youth. I do not know what may have befallen them before I was interred, but hopefully someday we will find out.
Probably. But until then, you can hang around with us and we can kind of be like your new family.
That is agreeable.
All right, well, we should probably, what time of night is it?
I'm trying to recall because I think you guys got here actually somewhat in the morning ish, yes?
No,
Or like early afternoon?
the moon was out because it was shining on the stuff.
Mm,
Give me a moment and I shall look at the notes. Let's see here. Ba, 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 ba. I mean, we woke up and we saw a slug, and then we found the statues and came here. So I'm thinking it was during the day.
Well,
yeah.
then how did the moon get out?
It is the magic of this place. It does
Oh.
that even when the moon has not risen or is not visible.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So that means we've probably been here at least like 1 to 2 hours ish.
Now the question is, did the time change when we were in the tower? Dun
That
dun
is a
dun.
question. That is a question.
No, doesn't seem to have.
All
Just
right.
seems like a half hour's gone by.
Okay, so it's still like mid-afternoon to early evening.
Give or take, yeah.
Should we rest for the night here before we go on?
I mean, I think that might be a good idea. Do you think this is a secure place? There is a bear inside.
Yeah, but he's sleeping. He won't bother us if we don't make too much noise. What do you think? And he's talking to the mummy.
I am fine with whatever the wishes are of this group.
What the heck was that?
That was a truck going by because we have zero soundproofing in this house.
The dragon. It was a dragon, you guys. It's cool.
Yep.
But it was.
Nah, not yet. I'm not that cool.
All right.
Oh, I've got.
I say that, but I tried to suck the life out of you, Aaron.
All right. Yeah, maybe we should, and he kind of points over here. We should go like over there, and maybe we can rest for a bit, and then in the morning we can leave and go back to the place where we got to teleport. Well, at least go part of the way. Maybe get out of the forest if we're lucky.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'm gonna go lay
All
down
right.
because I hurt.
I do not believe I require sleep. I have slept for. Honestly, I do not know how long.
I
I
tell
will
him
stay
the year.
awake.
I tell her the year.
I know I did. I give a year when we started this. I thought I did.
Yeah, you did. I just don't remember what it is.
The year of the Scarlet Witch.
1491 Dale Reckoning. There we go. All right. Intriguing. I have been interred for a little over 800 years then. The last date I recall was 592.
Man, that's a lot of history to miss.
Indeed.
Ferg would like to eat some rations and kind of settle into a kind of a good sleeping position-y kind of thing, because he needs to have a long rest. But before he goes to sleep, um, I'm assuming that this ring is a magical item. And if so, I would like to try to attune to it to find out more about it.
Pretty safe assumption. Okay. And you take the first hour of your long rest, munching on snacks and focusing on the ring and attuning, and you slip it onto your finger. And surprisingly, it's even though it doesn't look like it should be, it's too big for all four of your fingers, and instead fits around your thumb. And then it even seems too big for that, but after focusing on it, it seems to resize and fit neatly around your thumb in between the two knuckles. And it's not uncomfortable. It's in fact quite comfortable. And as you finish the attunement, you just feel a a pulse, like a heartbeat through your entire body, very powerfully.
Whoa.
Um, and you feel just fantastic. Um, you feel the halest and healthiest you have since you were born. It's you could sprint miles and feel like you not get tired. It's you could take on three bears in a wrestling contest and walk away without a scratch. Like, holy cow, you feel good. And you realize that this ring is indeed quite powerful. And
Precious.
let me put this into. Oh my God, stop it, Discord. You know what? Hold on, give me 1 second. I need to mute some chats.
Discord is howling at the moon.
There we go. Let me move the item into your inventory for you.
Dun, dun, dun. I am afraid.
There we go. Should be under equipment for you.
Ooh. While wearing this ring, you regain 1d6 hit points every 10 minutes, provided that you have at least one hit point. If you lose a body part, the ring causes the missing part to regrow. And what the fuck? This
Ring
is
of
like a troll
regeneration.
ring. After 1d6 plus 1 days, if you have at least one hit point the whole time. There's gotta be a downside to this. There's gotta be.
No. This is, in fact, and especially after attuning to it, it's. I mean, you've heard legends of rings that, or just artifacts in general, that could um, not quite return the dead to life and um, restore health. This seems to be one of them.
Oh, wow. Magda?
Oh, yes, Herg.
I think Syndra's gonna want this ring. But I'll hold on to it till we get there.
Oh, all right, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, and especially after putting the ring on, you don't feel tired in the least right now. It's you. You feel like you got energy to do jumping jacks all night with this thing on, and I mean, even just over the course of the next hour, you feel all of your hit points return.
Bloop.
Which, if you want to roll 66, like one for every 10 minutes, please feel free. But I'm pretty sure just with the average, you're going to get 7.
Come on, 6 more or 5 more.
Which, if you want to roll 5 at once, just
Yep, I'm good now.
there's all your hit points back. And like it just like yeah, this is amazing.
Okie dokie, I'm whoopsie daisy. There we go. Yeah, I'm back all the way up. I am good to go. Yup. But I know that I'm not an elf. If I don't sleep, I could get exhaustion. So I'm going to just like do some very quiet push-ups, presumably while Busey looks on every once in a while from his book and then tries to do push-ups while reading his book because that sounds like a Busey thing to do.
It does. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it's like it's laid out on the ground and he's just doing push-ups over the book.
Yeah, it sounds like a thing he'd do. Well, Herg like does 50 bajillion push-ups in one go just to get himself tired enough so he can go to sleep.
Doesn't work.
Oh, this is the downside.
You're not feeling tired.
It doesn't say in the ring that I can't go to sleep, but I can't go to sleep.
Ooh, can I try it?
I can't. I'm attuned to it.
Well, then, can I at least try to take it from you to try it?
I don't know if you should, because I'm not sure this is good. Sorry, what was that, Miss mummy lady, ma'am?
I have never heard of magic like this.
Me either. It's freaking me out.
I mean, do you try and take the ring off of Herc's finger, Spike?
Sure.
I don't think that's a good idea, Spike.
And he grabs hold of the ring on your thumb, and it feels like he's going to tear your thumb off.
Oh, stop! Ow! Stop! Ow!
Well, it might be ingrained on you.
I think so.
Which, when you look at it on your thumb, it's
Well, looks
even
like
though it's
you've
glass,
got insomnia.
Yep.
it almost seems to have sort of melded with your flesh.
Oh, this isn't good at all.
Yeah, because now you've got insomnia.
I'm pretty sure this is cursed.
Yeah, it's cursed to the point where you can pretty much not sleep. You've got insomnia.
Possibly.
You're sleep deprived.
I mean, not yet, but probably tomorrow. This isn't good. Hey, Magda, can you tell if things are cursed?
Give me a second. Let me take a look.
Oh, Sonar, you're a mummy. Can you tell if things are cursed?
I am not sure if I should be offended or not.
Well, I mean,
no.
you're older than I am, and also we're an elf, and elves know magic things, right?
That is a fair assumption, yes, but I do not remember much of my previous life.
I believe in you. Magda, please look at this and tell me if I am cursed now, because I probably am.
All right, so Magda
Yeah,
comes over and tries to determine if he's cursed.
Hey, it could be true. This might be no laughing matter.
You know what? We'll be slightly kind. Do a Wisdom Arcana check for me, since we're looking for a curse. So roll a d20. If you're proficient in Arcana, add your proficiency bonus. Otherwise, just add your Wisdom modifier.
Can I just roll wisdom?
If you're not
'Cause I
proficient
don't
with
have
Arcana,
Arcana. No,
then yes,
I don't have
just roll
anything.
Wait, am I supposed to roll as well?
Ability check?
yes, please. And no Spike.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
With a 16, honestly, it is really hard to tell. And it's only because curses take many forms. A traditional curse typically involves some form of like ill luck or just bad omens or something bad befalling the person who is cursed. More arcane curses typically involve like someone's soul being sucked out of their body, having the strength literally sapped from them, much like with the specter, or like entering into a pact with a demon or devil and just feeling like a piece of you is missing. The extreme amounts of energy here and the not being able to sleep, I mean, it could be. I mean, it definitely, especially for an item like this that's not known to have a side effect like that, at least just from stories and fables, potentially, but you're not certain.
Well, maybe that Cinder lady can tell us. She's magic-y.
Now, if I use detect magic as a ritual, would I potentially be able to tell what? I don't know if what kind of magic would really help in this matter. That wouldn't really tell me if it's a
Well, if it's
curse or anything.
necrotic, we'll know it's bad. If you find necrotic magic, you'll know it's bad.
I mean, you can certainly,
Maybe.
like, if you wish to do that, we can.
The only good necrotic magic is the kind that's keeping Sonar alive. Dead alive. Alive, dead. That stuff.
Undead?
That stuff. Oh, it's a Stacy. Hi, Stacy. I put on a cursed ring and we're all gonna die.
We
Yep,
don't know
that's
if it's
pretty
bad
much
cursed. It
the
could be
gist
good cursed.
of it. We are all just. We are pretty much gonna kick the bucket.
I mean, you haven't had to do a saving throw yet, so
Tomorrow.
yet.
So, just trying to formulate this best I can. Casting Detect Magic, which either as a ritual or just using the spell slot, it's not going to particularly matter. Spoilers, I don't intend to do anything during the long rest because we've had a pivotal moment.
Oh no.
It's not quite necromancy.
Oh,
Like
no.
you're not getting the same sort of necromancy that you get from Sonar, for example. There's obvious necromancy around Sonar, but that is because of the nature of the magic. Necromancy is not inherently evil. Um, it is more the intent behind it that determines if it's good or evil. The aura that you get off of this ring, it's more in line with the sort of aura that you've gotten from the more divine based uh, healing spells that you have cast and you've seen others cast, which have a tinge of necromancy to them, but they more fall under the banner of evocation because they are spells of pure energy that are being used to transfer life. Um, this kind of has the same general undertones, but this also seems to fall a bit under transmutation, given that it can regrow body parts. But it's about all you can sense.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna be up all night, so you all get some sleep. I stare at the crystal spire.
And your leg is bouncing the whole time.
It's a ring of caffeine!
Yeah, this is definitely the result of 10 times 99 cups of coffee.
Yup.
Genuinely not a good time.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a good time. I feel like really good. I'm just very worried about how good I feel, and it's kind of overwhelming. And I think I might be talking too fast. Guys, am I talking too fast? I feel like I might be talking too fast.
You kind of are.
Okay, you should
Like,
go to sleep. I'll be
slow up.
fine. You guys go to sleep, and me and Sonar are gonna discuss the past 800 years of their life. I've got a lot to tell them about what they missed, so don't worry about it. Just you guys go to sleep. I'll try to be quiet. I'll be really quiet. I'll be really quiet. Yeah. We can just whisper. Right, Sonar. We'll whisper.
Are you sure you're not gonna get insomnia from this?
Yes. Go to sleep, Spike. It'll be fine.
Now Megda also
Okay, but
just
I'm
wants
worried about
to ask. Now, I know he tried to pull the ring off and wasn't successful. Have you tried?
I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, but with your blast of energy, I bet you could use that energy to your advantage.
That's
Well, I was
exactly
just
what I was
thinking
thinking.
you didn't want it to be taken off.
Maybe.
And so maybe it wouldn't come off because he was trying to take it off of you.
These are
But it doesn't
possible things.
necessarily mean that you can't take it off. Now, I could be wrong, but, just a thought.
I think we'll wait and see if bad things happen to me tomorrow, and I will determine whether or not I want to take it off by that.
Best not to take chances.
Sounds good. Go to sleep, guys. It'll be fine.
Alright. But I'm still gonna be thinking about this in the morning.
I talked to Sondra all night about everything that they've missed in the last 800 years that Herc can remember from his homeschooled history lessons. Which I guess I
And
should
of course,
probably roll a
she
history
couldn't
check.
sleep before,
Oh.
but now she's asleep.
That's what does it. It's the history class.
I should
Actually,
see
you
how
managed to
well I do
put
that.
a mummy to sleep with it.
Oh shit, I remember a lot of my history class. I only
You
make
do
up
remember a
small
lot of
things.
history.
I only make up
Um,
small things just to make it more interesting.
Especially given the year, recent history in particular, you're pretty good with. But I won't bore the rest of the class with actual favor in history because I do actually remember quite a lot. But otherwise, The other four of the party pass out. Usually for 4 hours, and then he gets up and does more push-ups. Um, but as you guys pass out, y'all hit level 2.
Na 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 na.
Congrats. Which, oh wait, we're on stream. Never mind.
Yeah.
We won't talk about how to do level ups.
So that this might be a good stopping point for the night, I think, since we
This will be a perfect stopping point.
or at least a good stopping point for the stream while we go do that other stuff off stream.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it will take a while for us to figure out what spells and such we want.
And all of that fun stuff. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you everybody for watching tonight. Please tune in
Check
on
out my
Friday.
YouTube channel.
Yep, check out their YouTube channel. Please
Follow my DeviantArt.
and follow his DeviantArt, which I will somehow work into my Twitch. I'll put more links. Yes. So yes, thank you everybody for watching tonight. Thank you Rob and Stacy for stopping in to say hey in chat. And thank you anybody else out there who's watching us at the moment. We appreciate your patronage. Please remember to donate to Momo's GoFundMe. And we will see you on Friday for Dragons, also maybe Dungeons, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Say good night to your mummy.
Good night.
Night, night, everybody.
Good night.